Hey there, I'm Miles. Yeah, I love spending time at the beach collecting seashells. I mean, look. Cool, right? It's great walking down the shore searching for seashells and listening to each wave as it comes in. It's like a rhythm. You always know another wave is going to crash after the next one. It's calming to know what will come next, but life isn't always that peaceful. There are times when we have no idea what will happen next. Now, you may be thinking, why can't I just know the big plan all at once? Life would be so much easier if we knew what was happening next. But that's why trusting God is so important, because even though we don't have all the answers, we can trust God and know that He has a plan for us. Here, come with me. I want to show you something. Let's open the Bible. God's true message to us about Himself. Here, we can read about a man named Joseph whose life wasn't going as he planned. But let's see how in moments when Joseph didn't know what to do, he could look up and trust in God.
Joseph interpreted dreams. God had special plans for a man named Joseph, but Joseph's life did not turn out the way he might have thought. Joseph told his family about special dreams he had and what they meant. Joseph's brothers hated him and his dreams. They sold Joseph into slavery and told their father he was dead. Years later, while he was working for a man named Potiphar in Egypt, Joseph was accused of doing something he didn't do by Potiphar's wife. Joseph was thrown in jail, but God was still with Joseph. Joseph helped 2 men in prison by explaining their dreams. 2 more years went by, and Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, had a dream that he could not understand. One of the men Joseph helped told Pharaoh about Joseph. Then Pharaoh asked for Joseph to be brought to him right away. Pharaoh told Joseph, "I have a dream, but no one can tell me what it means. I hear you can tell me what my dreams mean." "Not me," Joseph replied, "but God will answer Pharaoh."
How totally awesome is that? Joseph had a lot of ups and downs in his life, but now it looked like something great would happen for Joseph. Joseph could have told Pharaoh that he had super dream interpreting powers and become a very important person. Instead, Joseph made sure that everyone knew the gift of interpreting dreams came from God. Joseph made sure that God was the one who would be honored. Let's see what happened next.
So Pharaoh told Joseph his dream. "I saw 7 healthy cows eating from the reeds of the Nile River. After them, 7 other sick and weak cows came. The sick cows ate the healthy cows, but still looked sick and weak. I also saw 7 bundles of grain, full of good grain coming up on one stalk. After them, 7 withered and thin heads of grain sprouted up. The thin grain swallowed the good grain." Joseph told Pharaoh that God revealed to him what is to happen in the days to come. He said, "The 7 good cows and 7 good bundles of grain are 7 good years for Egypt. There will be lots of food, but after that, 7 bad years will come where there will be no food, and it will be very difficult. This has been decided by God, and it will happen. So look for a wise man and put him in charge over all of Egypt. Let him gather the grain during the 7 good years, so there will be enough food for the 7 bad years." This idea pleased Pharaoh. He asked, "Is there anyone we can find in all of Egypt with God's spirit in him like this man Joseph?" So Pharaoh told Joseph that since God was with Joseph and made all of this known to him, Joseph would be in charge over everything. He would be second in command over all of Egypt. Joseph stored away food during the good years, so when the bad years came, many people could buy grain from Egypt.
So cool! Pharaoh knew that God was with Joseph. It was only through God's power that Joseph could know the meaning of the dreams. When Joseph and even the ruler of all Egypt didn't know what was coming next, Joseph looked up to God for the answer. Can you imagine if Joseph had known all along what was going to happen? If he knew how everything would turn out, I wonder if he would have acted the same way. But Joseph didn't know what would happen. Instead, he trusted God and followed him one step at a time. And that is what God wants for us, too. God has designed us for an amazing purpose, but he chooses not to show us the big plan all at once. That's not part of his good and perfect design. Instead, God asks us to trust him one step at a time, to depend on him, not on ourselves. And when we start something new, like starting at a new school or moving to a new town, we might wish we could know how it's going to turn out. But instead, we can look up and trust God and follow him. He will guide us to what is best. So when you have moments where everything feels out of your control, remember, God designed you for a purpose. He didn't just make you and then leave you on your own. So when you struggle because you don't know which way to go or what will happen next, you can trust that God knows, and he wants us to depend on him. You were designed for a purpose, and you can look up and ask God for help. Speaking of looking, I think I'm gonna look for a few more seashells. I'll see ya.